Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having a fantastic day, and in today's episode, we are going to be visiting and hanging out with Tinfoil Chef a little bit. A lot of you have, well, I shouldn't say that many of you, but some of you have told me that he is building a castle, and that I should go and take a look at it, and who knows, maybe give him some ideas or get some ideas. I think anytime you have two people on the same server who are working on a project that is similar, I think it always is beneficial to kind of take a look around and all that kind of good stuff. I'm not going to do a tour with him of my base, since we just did a tour of my base with Python not too long ago. But I do want to go hang out with Tinfoil Chef for a little bit, see what he's up to, check out his base and all that kind of stuff. And I think that will probably be the episode. A reminder, guys, I am backlogging right now. I'm going to be gone on a trip this weekend up to Wisconsin on a little bit of a business trip. So I'm backlogging videos. But I'm looking forward to being back and able to dive in and really kind of get into doing some serious work on the castle. So please excuse the couple of episodes here for a couple days that are a little bit less involved, shall we say, progress-wise, because that's the nature of the beast when you have to backlog several days worth of videos in a very short amount of time. Sometimes you have to kind of make do. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go meet up with Tinfoil Chef, and I'll see you in just a little bit. Hello, TFC, my friend.
Greetings, sir.
How's it going?
It's going one way or another.
Well, as long as it's going in a direction.
A forward direction, no less.
Oh, that's the best kind.
Yeah.
So, I've had people tell me that you're building a castle, but I think you said it was a fort, right?
Yeah, it's a lot more of a fort than it will ever be a castle.
Okay, well, I'd love to take a look at it. Maybe I can get some ideas and inspiration, because if you didn't know, I am building a castle. And,
I know. Believe me, I've been. I try to catch the occasional video.
Yeah, well,
and of course, there is the obligatory thingy over there.
Yes.
And I was farming some vines for some mossy stone wall.
You've got like all the farms. You got a cactus farm, sugarcane. You have a farm for everything, man.
The cactus is automatic. These melons and pumpkins I'm going to end up tearing out of here because they're taking up space, and I have a machine down below to do it now.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, wow, you've been busy, man.
I try to be. I try. An awful lot of it has been doing a lot of mining, because I'm one of the few people that hasn't bothered to make an iron farm, because I don't think I want to mess with the villagers that much.
I also have not made an iron farm. It's because I am, well, I'd say it was because I'm vehemently opposed to iron farms, but really it's because I don't know how to make an iron farm. So we'll just drop it. And I like to do it the old-fashioned way and mine the iron myself, or rather, I prefer to go to Cub Fan's iron farm and AFK for a couple hours and let his farm do all the work for me.
That works. Well, I came up with the towers myself.
Oh, I like the way you did the crenellations with the stone slab and then the full block. Yeah.
Yes.
I like that.
The slabs and the full blocks, and the mossy stone wall in the corners there for an accent.
Yep. Nice.
The whole structure is largely cobblestone, and it kind of reflects what I think is the right sort of design. I mean, you're not going to use full stone on something like walls and whatnot. You'll use stone for the heavier structural things and stuff like that.
Sure.
But wall filler and stuff, that's more likely to be cobblestone. I've got these, if you look on the outside wall, buttresses along the wall every now and then is intended to be kind of a structural support.
Let me take a peek. Let's just pop down. Oh, I'm not wearing my elytra. That's okay. Yeah, okay, I see. So you've got basically cobblestone here, stone brick for the buttresses, and then the crenellations at the top are the smooth stone. So you actually get this...
and with the overhang is designed to be spider-proof.
Ah, so practical as well.
Absolutely.
Practical is good.
Because I don't like spiders.
Oh, who does? They're terrifying. I mean, 8 legs? Like, that's just way too many legs.
No,
you know?
Not terrifying, just annoying as all get out.
Well, that as well.
Oh.
Did you... Oh.
Endermite.
One of my minions, I assume.
Yeah. Let me go around here. I don't have ender pearls on me.
Do you need some? I've got a whole shulker box.
No, I've got a whole box of the doggone things. I hardly ever use them.
I use them occasionally.
I don't trust them. Every time I use ender pearls, I end up glitching into a wall and almost dying and stuff like that. So I stopped using them.
That is the unfortunate downside.
Yeah,
for sure. I'd love to say that has never happened to me, but that's totally happened to me.
Now, as of my last episode, this tower is as far as I'd gotten.
Okay.
And here's where I'm turning north to head up that way. I still have to bucket the rest of that lava out of the pit over there. I've been running furnaces with it.
Good idea.
And up on top here is probably about the best overall view.
Okay. So how far is this wall going to go? Is it going to go all the way to the ocean over there?
Not quite. It's well, on the way in, did you notice a little bit of cobblestone in places along over there between the trees and that line of trees and the shack? Between there's a few cobblestone markers.
Okay.
The wall is going to go up that hill to the northwest.
Gotcha.
And on the top of that hill is going to be the northwest tower is going to be probably 2 or 3 times the size of this one.
Okay.
In terms of height. It's going to have the major view of the area.
Okay. And so then it'll also kind of double as like a lighthouse sort of a thing.
Possibly, sort of.
So meaning that like if you're coming in from the ocean, you'll see it from far away is what I mean.
It'll probably be one of the first things you see coming in from the ocean.
Nice. And then what are you going to fill? Well, if you know, what are you going to fill all the stuff with, inside the wall? Are you going to have like houses and all that kind of stuff? Or
I'm not entirely 100% sure yet. Like I said before, I'm kind of making this up as I go, but it's working.
Hey.
I'm trying not to do things too fast or too much at a time. And, not do something until I'm sure that it's right.
Yeah, well, honestly, some of the best projects are the ones that you just kind of like make it up as you go.
Yeah, and I figure I can afford to take my time with this because this whole fort thing is my major build for the season.
Okay.
I expect to take most of the season working on this.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with my castle. I expect my castle to take.
And by the way, that thing is looking really awesome. Every time I go into town, I stop to look, just notice your progress. It's really great.
Yeah, it's coming along. It's been some. I'm curious how many stone variant blocks I have placed thus far this season. I bet it's in the hundreds of thousands, if not more.
I don't doubt it. I do not doubt that for 1 second.
But it's coming along. It's looking good. I really do like the stone slab and stone. It's real simple, but it's very effective at the same time.
That's the whole idea.
And then under here, do you have...
Currently, it's just grass.
I totally didn't just break your wall. You saw nothing.
Absolutely.
I saw nothing at all. Nope. It was
no problem.
In your imagination. I'm just going to put this back.
I am probably going to have an actual floor down there and so on, and inner gateways to the inside of the fort along the wall someplace.
Yeah.
Probably in several places. That's one of those details that's out there a little ways yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, inner like stuff inside the wall would.
You missed.
I didn't miss. I meant to. I had forgotten something.
Hello.
Am I floating right now?
You are so totally floating.
Ender pearls. They're so reliable.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So one thing that I would maybe suggest with the way that you're building this wall,
sure,
I would potentially, let's just do a little bit of this. One thing I would possibly suggest, and then it would also be more resource friendly, would be
slabs.
To go slabs. Because you get a little bit of
I'm thinking about that. You're not the first person to suggest that, believe it or not.
Yeah, a little bit of a height change then. You get a little bit of depth there. And then this whole thing is not spawnable. That's true. This center part. And you're using half the resources.
Well, I've been thinking about that. I may end up doing that.
Yeah, that's one thing I would suggest. I should probably take my own advice and do that on my own wall, but then I have to remake that whole thing, and it's like, It's something that I wish I had done from the beginning, and then I was like, well, too late now. Although my wall has some like weird diagonal changes in it and stuff where it would be a little funky, but I think it could still work. Yours is nice and straight though, so.
I've been trying to do that, yeah.
Yeah, that would be possibly something to consider. It's up to you.
It's certainly worth a thought.
I'll repair the damage I've done. Oh man!
All right,
good stuff. But so you're gonna have a tower, northwest tower, and then are you gonna have a what direction is that?
Well, towers on all four corners.
Towers on all four corners, and then the one over, kind of towards everything, towards like the community area and everything, is going to be the tallest one. You said?
Well, actually, it's that one up that way.
Okay, gotcha. I see.
Up there.
Okay, so are you going to
on top of the hill?
Okay, yeah, and that would make sense too because it's on top of the hill. Gotcha. Nice. Okay. I think I understand.
Yeah, I've got a lot of filling in to do because when I first got out there in the middle, that was all a lake. And I have been filling that in with everything I could think of and just saving the dirt for top layer.
Grinding away.
Oh, yeah.
That is one thing that you do better than anyone else, man. Is just the grind. Right? The grind. Like,
well, you gotta do it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I just hit a point where I'm like, okay, I did the grind. Now I want my farms for everything. And then, since of course I'm like completely incompetent when it comes to redstone, my idea of like, let's make farms for everything is like, hey, Tango, is the Titan done yet? Just bother people who are technically minded until they make farms.
Well, I saw he's come up with a new design too.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to it. I think it's going to be awesome. I wonder if he's going to make it a resettable farm.
I saw his first video on it. It's resettable and can be anywhere.
I haven't
actually have to be in the spawn chunks.
Okay. I haven't had a chance to actually look at it yet. So
64 villages resettable.
Nice. Okay. So that'll be good. That'll be very good then. The Iron Titan 2.0.
Or whatever he ends up calling it. It's going to be awesome, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sure he'll think of something. But it's all good. What else have you been working on out here? Just
mostly getting little bits of stuff here for the castle machines. Like, for example, I've got a sugarcane and pumpkin farm downstairs that I'm working on adding. I'm going to add melons to it So I'm going to add another layer to it to get it to grow melons for villager trading.
How do you get
I've
down
got a
there?
villager trading facility downstairs. Well, there's a couple of ways. The easiest is right here.
Ah, high-tech elevator.
Absolutely. High-tech villager thing to get them onto a mine cart to send them into the trading thing, which is down here. And high-tech stone stairway here.
Oh, awesome.
They come up here. I don't leave them in here for trading. I sort them there and run them into a hallway down here.
Ah, I was going to say, your villager trading hall over there looks very bereft of villagers.
Yeah, it's, I move them down here into sealed-in stalls where I can deal with them and the critters and the zombies can't get to them.
Gotcha. Do you have any issues with them dying, like from glitching into walls or anything?
Not so far.
Okay.
The only issues I have with them dying is when I get annoyed and whack them with a sword.
Sometimes they deserve it. Like just listen.
Yeah.
Just the noise. Just
well, or their prices.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes their prices will make you want to kill them.
Price gouging. It's terrible.
I tell you what.
Worse than the
villagers
NHL.
are horrible like that.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know from NHL.
Yeah. Well, they're
and over here. You may recognize Impulse's sugarcane design. I extended it, wrapped it around this side, and I got it set up to do currently pumpkins on the bottom, and I'm kind of in the works of adding melons to the top layer.
Okay, gotcha. I actually saw a brilliant idea today on the Minecraft subreddit. So basically, the idea is you have sugarcane on one side, right?
Uh-huh.
And then pumpkins or melons or cactus or something else that grows on the other side. And basically, when it observes... Basically, you'd have an observer block that faces directly into a piston. So whenever, like, the melon grows, it fires the observer and harvests the cactus. So it's like a... It was the example I saw was like a cactus-powered farm. So whenever the cactus grew, it would fire a piston to harvest the sugarcane on the other side, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
This thing runs on a single hopper clock, and I just took the signal off of the one to bring it around here. Every time this side of the sugarcane thing fires, the signal comes over here and it fires the pistons for the melons, the pumpkins down below, and I'm going to have melons up on top here.
Gotcha.
Although I don't see any pumpkins growing now. I think
do they have enough light?
I hope I don't have a problem with having dirt right above the plants.
No.
I hadn't thought of that.
It
shouldn't. I've got plenty of light over here.
Or maybe... Actually, that might be a thing. I'm trying to remember, because I had... No, I don't think it is, because I seem to remember that the pumpkin/melon farm... Well, easy way to check. You've got a ton of pumpkins in here.
Yeah.
So, I think you're probably good.
Of course, I only just put the dirt up here about an hour ago.
Oh, well then...
I've been working out the design. I've been working out exactly what I need to do to make it work for having melons up there without having to bring this up too much higher, because I don't have a whole lot of vertical room here. I didn't make it low enough underneath the ground.
Do you have a beacon yet?
No.
That would make things much easier. For sure.
Yeah, I'm going to have to visit that wild and crazy wither skeleton farm.
Yeah, actually, it works relatively well. Like, it takes probably, I think it took me about 20 minutes to get 3 skulls. 20, 30 minutes, something like that.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then Cubfan has the farm for all the iron you can imagine, so, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Probably could have a beacon within a day if you decide that that's what you want to do, you know.
Well, we'll see how things go.
For sure. All right, well, cool. Thanks for the tour, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
Some good stuff.
Anytime.
Cool to see what you're working on.
The whole thing is looking really rough around the edges right now, but it's getting there.
Well, it's the same is true of any project. Like, I've said
anything early on is going to look rough around the edges, but you get self-conscious about it when you're showing somebody.
Yeah, I've said it a couple times. You can't paint the house until you build the house.
Yep.
Like this is stage one. The castle is looking pretty rough around the edges in some spots too. It's very, very gray, but at the same time,
from a distance, it looks pretty doggone impressive.
Well, that's true from a distance, and then you get close, and you're like, "Wow, you have nothing but stone brick, just repeated everywhere."
Well, it helps. It helps to know what your plans are and what your personal vision for it is, which you can see even now, even though the rest of us can't.
Well, my personal vision is really just kind of an image in my head, sort of, kind of. I also am making things up as I go. I just have a little bit less to make up, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And, of course, I have a zombie magnet.
You do. This is true.
At least it's not as big a magnet as some others I've seen or heard of.
Yeah, this is true. Well, then again, part of it is AFKing for hours upon hours upon hours on end. That also makes a difference.
And also the fact is I do have a lot of area lit up around here, and I'm actually working on getting more of it done.
It's always a good thing.
This place is going to glow in the dark when I'm finished with it, just about.
The radioactive tinfoil base.
Well, sort of, kind of, almost.
Oh, man. All right, well, I'm going to head back, I think. I got some work to do and stuff, but really appreciate the tour and good hanging out with you, man.
Watch out, the creeper.
Oh!
Behind you.
That was slightly...
Oh, boy.
Wow. I'm just gonna go. Server, please.
Alrighty.
And on that note, I bid you adieu.
All right. Thanks a lot.
See you, man. And there we go. That creeper at the end, though. Holy cats. Did not see that coming. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with Tinfoil Chef. I had a lot of fun. I thought it was very cool to see what he's been up to. Reminder, link to all the other Hermit's channels, Tinfoil Chef included, in the description down below. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it. It really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.